Hi, Assalamu alaikum. In this video, we will understand about how to eat food for rejuvenation, what is the nutrient, and how we can decrease the aging and increase the longevity. And increase the longevity gene activation will lead to more and more rejuvenation, like your skin will glow and you will look more younger as compared to before if you are older. So let's begin to understand how to eat food for rejuvenation. So first of all, I will give you the concept about the intermittent fasting, because intermittent fasting is very important for the rejuvenation. Why? Because it is the detoxification system. The detoxification system means the intermittent fasting will increase the ketogenesis. So the lipids and the lipid soluble things like vitamin A, vitamin E, as well as other vitamin which that is lipid soluble or fat soluble vitamin will be used and consumed when the lipolysis will be occur. And lipolysis can be occur due to the intermittent fasting. When you will go into the fasting, so the intermittent fasting will lead to lipolysis and ketogenesis and cholesterol formation and testosterone, which that is all thing is related to, and also increase the growth hormone which that will lead to glow your skin and more rejuvenation process will occur. So how the detoxification system can be increased? For example, the lipid soluble content should be converted into the water soluble content. For example, when lipolysis will occur, so the lipid will be converted, the fat convert into the ketones. Ketone is the sugar which that is able to dissolve in the water, so that is why the water dissolving component do. And on the other hand, a lot of conjugated molecule conversion when you will eat protein. So in this way, the protein will bind with the lipids and fats, water soluble can be occur. On the other hand, the glucose bind with the lipid, and on the other hand, there is a lot of things so which that will improve due to the protein rich diet. Number one thing is that. And on the other hand, the second one is for the rejuvenation food eating with the less salt. Why? Because when you will decrease the salt, it means stable salt, sodium chloride. When decrease, it means the sodium chloride is the extracellular cation, while the potassium should be increased. So when you will increase the potassium and sodium will decrease, will lead to normal homeostasis intracellularly, and extracellularly will lead to normal function of the cell. And in this way, the inflammation possibility will be decreased, while on the other hand, the blood volume will be maintained and no hypertension can be possible. And the hypertension is will lead to decrease the rejuvenation and skin problem, as well as heart arteriosclerotic disease. So that is why decrease the salt. And the third one is that the sugar eating habit should be quit, because the sugar eating habit is the chronically addictive, because when you will eat sugar, the insulin will spike. When insulin drop due to the when glucose will be dropped in your blood circulatory system, will lead to again stimulate the appetite, and the chain of the sugar will be occur for eating. And in this way, the sugar will lead to cause obesity also, but also cause inflammation, because the too much sugar when dissolved into the cell will lead to cause inflammation and decrease the blood sugar in the blood. Sugar level will lead to cause many complications like type 2 diabetes mellitus, due to the our stimulation of the insulin will bind again and again, and in this way the our consumption of the receptor will lead to damage, as well as the gene are damaging of the genes, basically when the our expression of the gene will lead to DNA damage, and in this way the receptor can be damaged, as well as the more and more insulin binding will lead to cause insulin resistance, and that will lead to not feed the sugar completely, and in this way when will not cell will not feed the sugar, so the normal physiology will not occur, and in this way the normal metabolism will be disrupted, and this that is why the normal physiology in the intracellular will be disrupted, will lead to cause inflammation as well as apoptosis without any need. So that is why. On the other hand, when you will go into the fasting, so the apoptosis will be occur for damaged cell, and in this way the damaged cell will be removed from the skin, and the new cell will be regenerate, and in this way the new fresh skin will be appear. That is why. So on the other hand, the protein, so you should maintain the protein, moderate amount of protein and moderate amount of fat, but the sugar should be quit, and not too much fat, because when you will eat more fats it can be deposit into the adipose tissue, and in this way that is problem. So that is why less fat, less protein, but minor amount of the glucose like 5 gram or 2 gram or 3 gram. So this that is the strategy for the normal person. If you are hard worker, if you are going to the gym, so that is the strategy should not be required, because you should eat sugar for consumption of energy. So that is the different topic we are not understanding. We are just understanding about the for normal person for rejuvenation. So that is the major reason for that. On the other hand, the antioxidant containing food like avocado, and avocado also contain potassium, so we should eat potassium consumption, because the daily need of the potassium is too much as compared to the sodium, so we should maintain the potassium. And potassium is very important for nerve stimulation, so the Alzheimer disease and the Parkinson disease, a lot of disease inhibition due to the potassium consumption early in the age more. So that is why. So the potassium increase and the salt sodium chloride should be decreased. So this is the mechanism, and we can use the antioxidant containing food like vegetables and fruit, less sugar containing fruit, not mango or banana, but you should eat peach or other type of fruit which that containing less sugar, but for a decreasing of the sugar. And that is why, because the too much sugar from the fruit like fructose is not too much good, because 60 gram glucose can be consumed from each diet from the fruit into the liver, because liver can use the fructose. So that is why it is not good, and that is why you should live with a moderation. On the other hand, the if you are consuming protein, so you should eat meat, beans, as well as fish, or salmon or other type, and tuna fish, which that's contain rich amount of protein, as well as you can use the egg, but use the egg whole egg, not white egg, because whole egg contain complete nutrition like fat, vitamin A, vitamin E, as well as the lecithin and other type of protein and fat, which and albumin fat, which the albumin protein, which that will lead to complete nutrition, and you can eat egg will lead to more rejuvenation, and that is the mechanism. On the other hand, you can do fasting, and will lead to decrease the inflammation, and the autophagy will be occur. And on the other hand, this is the mechanism for the rejuvenation. So that is the topic we have discussed in this video, how to rejuvenate via a food. So the different type of food, but you should don't eat the processed food like fast food, which that's contain carbohydrate, and that carbohydrate is the bad carbs. And you can also consume the fiber containing food for the increase the digestive system ability to move and the bowel movement, and that will be okay, and in this way you can generate your healthy skin as well as other process, so and hairs as well as other things. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe, like and share. See you in the next video. For this time, bye.